So when you were in your job in the Navy working on, nuclear reactors and stuff, are you exposed to radiation and stuff when you're doing that?
It's very well controlled.
Okay.
And
it's not like the movies where you're wearing like a hazmat suit and you're inside the sub kind of thing.
If you're wearing one of those, you're either doing something, either it's a really bad day at work and a lot of people are going to die, or you're just doing like some type of maintenance or something like that, or upkeep. Anytime you open a system, you want all these different levels of containment and personal protective gear on. Some of those submarine movies out there, they kind of play it up a lot more. Das Boot is probably the most realistic submarine movie out there. And those guys, they're holding on to stuff and they got these wide eyes, and for some reason you always like look up and you're like, because you think it's gonna, the ceiling's gonna cave in or something. And you're in a cylinder, so it doesn't really matter where it's gonna pop from. But that's just kind of the feeling that you have when that thing goes down, and it creaks and moans, and you start thinking about how small you are and how big the ocean is. And anytime you get into these situations, it's kind of a humbling feeling, and you're really at the mercy of the elements, and you're going to do your best to survive so that you can execute your mission. If a family is really in trouble, they got a piece of paper that says they're going to lose a basic necessity or it's already gone. So one of the things we said is we need to adapt our program to every individual. So our number one core value became do the right thing. That's what we're going to be driven to do, not just hit these 2 wickets for each person.
Gotcha.
So let's take care of transitioning veterans too, and so that became the program. And then it was like, let's just not do a Band-Aid. Let's make it so they never come back here. In fact, let's make that our priority. So it created this social work-based, behavior-based financial intervention program. My financial counselors are social workers, and they work to help each of these families change their financial behaviors. And it's no different than any other chronic self-destructive behavior we have.
Dig in and like teach them the basics of finance then, to a degree, right? Like
basics of finance and budgeting, but it's really 90% of the conversation is not about money. It's about behaviors.
Okay.
It's about how they create goals, how they work to achieve them.